As usual, we're starting our day off with some raw milk and some raw honey. It's actually like a cheat code, bro. It tastes so good and it's so good for you. So starting my day off with that, getting ready to just conquer, but welcome back to another episode. It's been probably 6 to 7 days since I've posted, and that's because we've been moving. And as you can see right behind me, we finally got everything moved in. I still have to work on like moving the wires around the TV, hiding them and stuff, but I'm really excited and happy about this place. Like, it's really beautiful. It matches my thematic of kind of what I enjoy in life. And next, all I gotta do is get some art there. Maybe right behind the TV, I wanna put like half the wall wood paneled, and should be pretty dope. But boys, this month we've done probably about $110,000 in CBD so far, or in revenue so far on the CBD brand. So that's been absolutely insane. Obviously our goal was like 350 or something. So we're like halfway through the month. We're not on track to hit the goal yet, but anything can happen, right? We're still working on getting more merchant account approvals. And today is February 16th. So it's the day that we're supposed to hear back whether or not we get our increase on that merchant account. So today could be an absolutely massive day. It could be a day where we're just like kind of in defense mode and trying to figure out what to do. So we're gonna have to find out, I guess, a little bit later on what happens, but we're submitting our ticket and we're scheduling a call. So I'm pumped, dude. Like, today could be a huge day for our business. So it's gonna be pretty insane, because I've been talking about this since I started this, where I'm just talking about merchant account capacity. And merchant account capacity is essentially how much revenue you're allowed to process per month issued by your merchant account. So a merchant account is like Stripe, and Stripe can give you a limit, I guess. We're not on Stripe, but we're on like a different CBD processor. So that processor gave us 150,000 per month, and we've been trying to get it raised. So we're trying to get it raised to like 500, 600K per month. So that way we can actually be profitable, do good volume every single month, and you know, scale this thing, baby. So I'm pumped. Today's gonna be a pretty huge day, but all things considered, I've been thrown out of just about every routine that I had over this last week. So including diet, I have to get a haircut. I mean, like, look at this. I've got a mop on my head right now, so I have to go get that cleaned up. I have to pretty much just like organize some stuff around the house. But dude, we're finally back. I'm finally gonna be back on YouTube, so I'm excited. Like, I've been missing the vlogs. I've been missing the vlogs a bit. So it should be a really good day. I'm looking forward to it. But in terms of work today, outside from the merchant account cap, we have a couple things going on. So in order to increase our overall profitability on our business, right, which is like very important. Profitability is the most important thing, even more important than your revenue. Revenue doesn't really mean much, you know, unless you're in the green and you're profitable. So because we're a smaller business and we don't have a ton of capital behind our company to be able to cash flow to, like, you know, go negative 40,000 per month for several months like some of these big companies have, we have to absolutely be profitable. So in order to do that today, what we're doing is looking through our customer support KPIs, like, for example, in-trial cancellation rates, refund rates, you know, take rates on our discount ladder. So we have a discount ladder for somebody that comes in asking for a refund. We try to see like which ones are being taken. So we offer 15%, 25%, and 35%, right? So there's a couple things that we're gonna be implementing and changing dependent on how those things look. So we're gonna be analyzing that today, just really diving into the, you know, in-depth business stuff to make sure that we can optimize and become as profitable as we possibly can. We're also working on getting more traffic to our website. So traffic to the website is obviously important. It's how we drive sales. It's how we can, you know, actually make money. And because it's Chinese New Year and a lot of these affiliate networks kind of celebrate Chinese New Year, it's been a struggle getting, you know, the traffic that we want to get, right? Like, we haven't been able to push, even if we had the cap, we wouldn't have been able to push yet like 1 million a month, because all these publishers are just off right now. So once Chinese New Year is over, we're gonna have, you know, pretty good setup, and we're gonna be able to actually scale, as we are one of the hotter offers in the affiliate industry. So we're looking forward to that. But right now we're just kind of working on some alternate solutions potentially to drive in traffic without using all these publishers. So we have a couple of US guys that we're looking to, you know, explore their options, see how they perform. And then obviously we're working on our own traffic. So I'm definitely excited, but I'm gonna give you guys a quick apartment tour, and after that, I'm gonna dive into some work. This month has been pretty insane for us so far. We're at like 113,000 in revenue with like 10% margins, to be fair, so it's not like anything crazy in terms of profit. But like I talked about earlier, we're working on improving our margins and just like kind of starting to really see some profit come through. So I'm definitely excited for that. But yeah, it's been a pretty crazy month. You know, we're just, like I've been saying for this whole time, because it's a business we're trying to grow for a long time, like we're just sitting here working on all the little things inside the business that are like relatively boring. And I think that a lot of people out there talk about like, oh yeah, it's so easy to make money online and it's, you know, it's so fun and everything like that. But the reality of making money online, or just even running any business at all, if you ask any real business owner, they're going to tell you like you have to do the boring things and you have to do them really well. And if you're not doing the boring things, I feel like that just is a sign that you're not doing the right things, because majority of business isn't as sexy as it might sound on you know, YouTube, or you know, with all these gurus that you watch driving around in lambos and stuff like that. That part is cool, and it's definitely a byproduct of running a company. But there's a lot of grifters, a lot of scammers out there that pretty much just say, oh yeah, bro, it's so easy to make money online. The reality of that is it's not easy. And you know, this is a prime example, right? Like we're trying to enter into an industry that's a big industry. You know, there's a lot of upside, a lot of room for growth, but there's a lot of hard things that we have to do, right? You know, like all these boring things make the business do better, you know? So we have to kind of constantly be reading our data, constantly be making optimizations. And the same goes if you're just drop shipping, or even if you own an agency. Like you need to know what your churn rate is with your clients, what your, you know, cost per acquisition of a client is, or a cost per acquisition of a customer for your drop shipping is. You need to make sure that you're looking at your email flows, your SMS flows, and making sure that everything is actually performing. Like there's so many minuscule things that I've been doing and talking about that you need to do if you're running a business and you want it to grow, especially for the long term. Because like, let's just put this into perspective, right? You have a $10 million company, right? Or you do $10 million a year. A 5% increase on that is a good amount of money, right? A 5% increase doesn't come from doing something super sexy. 5% increase comes from optimizing your internal business. It comes from optimizing your fulfillment. It comes from optimizing your customer support. It comes from optimizing your abandoned carts, your emails, everything like that. So that's what we're working on doing, because 5, 10, 15% growth is actually very good. You know, business isn't going to be like an overnight thing where you wake up and you're at $100,000 in revenue or whatever. It's more or less something that you have to you know, do these boring things, and it should work out, you know, in your favor once you're doing the boring things. So that's it. But I'm gonna go head over to boxing, get a workout in. I desperately need to. I've had my first day back yesterday, so I'm pumped to just keep going, keep grinding, getting it back into the routine of things that I was talking about earlier. I got thrown out of all of my routine from the move, so I'm definitely excited. I think that's gonna be a great workout, great day, and yeah, so I'm gonna head over to boxing.
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up shit in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. Got shorty, she tryna bless me like I said I chew. Like a nigga sneeze, nigga please for them trick and squeeze. I'm getting cream, never let them hoes get in between of what we started. Little nigga, but I'm lying hearted. They love me when I was stuck and they hated when I departed. I go and get it regardless. Draw it like I'm an artist, no crawling. Went straight to walking with foreigns in my garages. Are foreign bitches menaging, fucking sucking and swallowing anything for $1. They tell me get him, I got him. I did it without an album. I did shit with Mariah. Little nigga, I'm on fire. Icy as a hockey ring, Philly nigga, I'm flyer. When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was lease. Then I bought that new Ferrari, hey, to rest in peace. Hey, to rest in peace to the parking lot. Phantom so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about my niggas, then what you talking about? Gangsters move in silence, nigga, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word. I don't say a word. Was on my grind and now I got what I deserve. Fuck, nigga. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I bought the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was rented? Flexing on these niggas, I'm like Popeye on the spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. Rose, the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type of can the men cast and grind like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new bitch, she'll ride like my ghost. I'm riding around my city with my hands strapped on my toes. Cause these niggas want me dead, and I gotta make it back home. Cause my mama need that bill money, my son needs some milk. These niggas try to take my life, they fuck around, get killed. You fuck around, you fuck around, you fuck around, get smoked. Cause these Philly niggas I pull with me don't fuck around, no joke. No, all I know is murder. When it come to me, I got young niggas that's rolling, I got niggas throwing bees. I done did the DOA, I done did the KODs. Every time I'm in that bitch, I get to throwing 30 G's. But now I'm hanging out that drop head, I'm riding down no collar.
All right, boxing was amazing, but we're doing our post-workout meal right now. So we're gonna do some raw heavy cream, all right? Scoop a bit of that into a bowl. It's kind of like ice cream, except it's not. And so we scoop some of our heavy cream into the bowl. And we're gonna put some fruit, like raspberries, grapes, and some blueberries, and then some honey in there as well. So you're getting a lot of nutrients from the fruit. Sugar is really important, and then you know, you're getting really great animal fats, raw animal fats from the raw heavy cream, which is also very healthy for you. So we're just gonna toss some of these grapes in there. And some blueberries and some raspberries. All right. But if you've been watching, you know that I'm a big advocate for health and like keeping your body healthy, because if you're keeping your body healthy, you're keeping your mind healthy as well. And so it's been hard for me like these last couple of days here, not really being able to eat super great, feeling super like, you know, dialed in on my nutrition, my fitness, things like that. So definitely took a little bit of a toll on my mental. Like I was kind of going crazy for a little bit. I was feeling more stressed more often when, you know, typically I'm not as stressed as I am when I'm, you know, not working out, right? So work out, take care of your body. It's very important to do that. And that's what I'm a big advocate for. But so my diet consists of a lot of animal fat, and it helps your body recover from a lot of things, right? Like if you have muscle soreness, animal fat, especially raw animal fat, helps you recover from, you know, your muscle soreness. It helps your body, like, just for men, produce more testosterone. For women, it's just better to have, you know, better animal fat in their diet anyway. It's just good for humans to have that, because think about what we were eating when we started as humans. We were eating things from, you know, hunts, and we weren't pasteurizing them. We weren't cooking them, and we weren't doing anything that's unnatural, right? And nowadays, if you go to your local grocery store, you'll see, if you walk around, that the majority of the aisles that are healthy are on the outsides of the grocery store. So it's like a big square. The healthy things are all on the outside. Your eggs, your fruits, your vegetables, everything is on the outside. But on the inside, which is where everybody shops, you have your chips, you have your cereals, which are made with 100,000 different ingredients. And they make it hard for people to eat healthy nowadays. So for me, very big advocate for healthy foods, healthy eating, super, super important to do that. And this is one of my favorite little dishes. It kind of is like a dessert, but it's also very healthy for you. So I'm gonna go ahead, chow down on some raw cream and fruit with some honey, and afterwards I'll take you guys through a little bit of work. I'm just about wrapped up with work for the day, and in all honesty, it was a very boring day in terms of what we did for work. And like to my point earlier, actually, the boring things are what's gonna take the business from level 1 to level 5 and level 5 to level 10. Just like that's what elevates your business, doing the boring things right. So far in revenue today, we're at 2,400, but our affiliates just started pushing again. So we're hopeful, you know, we'll see like what we actually end up at. It's about 6 p.m. So not a huge day today, but we're expecting a pretty good end to the week starting tomorrow, I guess. Tomorrow is when they'll start to really push some crazy sales, because we gave them a $600 or a 600 sale cap, which would be equal to like 50K or something like that in revenue. So it'd be equal to a good bit of revenue. And I'm definitely excited. Basically what I did today was just read through more customer support emails. I also took a look at our reporting sheet with our customer support. So on the sheet, what it tracks is all the dispositions of customers. For example, like why somebody wants to cancel a subscription, or, you know, like things like that, or just general inquiries. And then it also talks about, like, we also do outbound calling. So it gives us our stats on conversion rate for people that abandon cart, and then we call them and we convert them alongside the revenue. So it just goes through the whole week. So last week, for example, we did 3.3 thousand in just outbound sales call revenue on 815 leads. So we got 29 sales on that with, it looks like just about a 15% conversion rate. So these are all the boring things that you have to know about your business. These are the things that are so important in order to actually scale. And like I was talking about earlier, a lot of people online, I've seen this even on Twitter, they glorify online business. And while online business is awesome, and like obviously I do online business, so I'm not shitting on it. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do. It's an amazing thing to do. You can make a lot of money, you can build some really, really cool projects, and, you know, really change your life online, which is like completely crazy, because over just the last 10 years, that's really popped up, and now that's like a big thing. But I do believe that in order to genuinely like escape the matrix, right? It can't just be, oh, I'm making $10,000 a month online. The most important things that you could possibly take away from running a business are understanding the most boring parts of your business, understanding your KPIs, which are key performance indicators, right? Understanding how to read your CRM, understanding relationships. That's so important, right? If I can go ahead and call the head of my processing bank and say, yo, what are you guys doing? Why are my mids closed, right? Then they go ahead and reopen them. That's escaping the matrix. It's not making X amount of money online. Anybody can make money online. It's difficult, but anybody can do it. Escaping is having your relationships in place to where you can then make plays, and you can really just drive your business forward by having all of the relationships in place to do it, your technology, the people around you, and then also understanding all the boring things. Because reality is probably everybody looks at all these gurus online, and I used to look at these guys too, and you know, I met a lot of them in person, and for the most part, a lot of them either sell a course, which obviously I'm not selling you guys a course. And so they're making it out to be like, oh yeah, escape this 9 to 5, escape the matrix. Take a risk on yourself and start a business, and that's really an amazing thing to do. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. You know, you're not going to drive a Lamborghini 2 months after you start your business. You're going to be learning, and there's a massive learning curve when it comes down to starting a business, right? And it starts all in the blurred lines, these boring tasks, which is how you can go ahead and actually scale. And you know, in doing that, people will actually see you as a real entrepreneur. Because if I went up to somebody and they told me, yeah, dude, I don't have any type of like, I don't look at my stats, I don't look at my like conversion rate, I don't look at how I can better my AOV or anything like that. If they told me, yeah, I just kind of run Facebook ads and I get sales, I immediately would think of them as like an amateur. You're an amateur if you do that, because the reason that they're an amateur is because they're not looking into how to actually expand their business. Sure, your front end's doing okay, you're making some sales, you're making some money, but isn't the mission to escape the matrix? Isn't the mission to, you know, take your business to that next level? It's not just to make 10 grand a month. The reason you start a business is because you wanted to take a bet on yourself. Anybody can get a job for $10,000 per month. It's not a hard thing to do. You can go out and find a job that will pay you $10,000 a month in a year, at least, you know? And so, to my point, online business is another job if you're not doing anything to actually improve your business. You have to go into it with the mentality of like, listen, I found a product, but how do I take this product from just a winning product on drop shipping, just like all these other guys out there, the drop shipping guys, you see a ton of them online, right? How are they scaling their products to $1 million a month, $2 million a month, $3 million a month? Most of them aren't. And the reason is because they're not real businessmen. The way that you can take your business to the next level is actually dial in on every single boring thing that you could possibly imagine. So for my day today, it was very boring. And, you know, I can't sit here and say, oh yeah, I was so excited. We're still waiting to hear back from our merchant account, see if we got that increase. And, you know, if we didn't, then we have a couple of other things up our sleeve, which is another thing, is you always need to have like solutions to potential problems, not just problems that already exist, but potential problems that may come up. So while we've been expecting this increase, it might not happen. And we have solutions for that if it doesn't happen, right? So this is all very important info for you guys to take away into your businesses, or if you're just starting a business, to think about, because I'm telling you right now, I've driven the car, I've had the best house that you could possibly imagine, I've had, you know, watches and like gone on yachts and done all this. It's overrated. It's so overrated, and it's not how you get to the next level in business at all. You know, maybe some of those things are good for relationships, but a lot of people you meet that do e-commerce or own an agency or whatever they do aren't really doing it. Like they're maybe selling a course, or they're just at the surface level of whatever it is they're doing. You know, there's so much more to dive into with your business. So that's how my day went. You know, pretty solid day. I'm at least happy that I got a workout in. I got to go to boxing. I might hit a lift later. I'm gonna go to a dance class with my girl, so that should be a good time. Never did one of those before. But yeah, boys, that's that. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys as always for watching. I'm so sorry that it took me like a week to upload, but I'm back, baby. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.